you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Jujutsu Kaisen reaction video. How you all doing? So, I literally missed one video, and I got people messaging me being like, Luke's dropped this anime, Luke ain't watching this anime, Luke hates this anime. All of which are true. I can't deny it. All are true. Except none of them are true. Anyway, I was away for a week, and we're going to be doing a nice big double video today, and I cannot wait to see it because last week's episode, for me at least, ended with a massive cliffhanger for what I can only presume is going to be probably the best fight we've seen this season, and I can't wait. I don't think Yuji's got a chance, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Schooner for the first time as well. I can't believe we're nearing the end of the season, right? How many episodes were in this season? I mean, isn't it like quite a short one? I'm 100% sure. Either way, we're going to be checking out episode 9 and 10 today. Please make sure you like and you subscribe, and let's just jump into these bad boys, all right? Let's check out, for the first time ever, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 9, and then we'll jump straight into 10. I think there's 56 episodes in total. Ooh, this is the OST. Yuji is not strong enough to take on, like, the strongest dude in this whole damn place. Huh? Do you remember literally 20 seconds ago when I said I'm pretty sure we're about to have the best fight we've seen so far in this season? And then that fight starts with the main guy who we're going to be fighting going, no violence. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Are they not going to fight? What? Death. That's it. Done. He's lost. Game over. Doesn't seem that bad, I'm gonna be honest. What is it? Like a casino? Well, who's representing... You know, who's representing Yuji? In the eyes of the law, if we're having a fair trial, Yuji also needs to have fair representation. Now, I don't see that in this course, but then again, this is a domain expansion, not actually the real court system, so I don't know. But this guy does seem to follow the law in some regard. Has this guy killed a load of people? I'm confused. It's weird how this guy is so damn strong so damn quickly. You know, like, he's not even one of the awakened sorcerers of the past who knows our weird sus Yuji's mother guy. Alright, so is Yuji on trial for entering the casino? I think it's a casino. It looked like a casino. Underage. Is that what he's on trial for? And if he loses, he dies? Fucking hell, man. I don't think any of us will survive if it's that simple. Okay. So it might not kill you, but it will definitely hit you. Simple. I don't know if this is good or bad for Yuji.
これもお互いにな。君の後に俺も一度だけこの証拠を踏まえ反論させてもらい、最後にジャッジマンが6法に基づき判決を下す。有罪になったらどうなの?
I don't know how it works in Japanese law. Again, I can't imagine that this is based on real law, but he's he was a defense lawyer, so you would imagine that there is some merit to what he's trying to do here. But what I'm basically about to say is all evidence has to be presented to the attorneys before the case. And if new evidence is presented, then what you'll usually see is the court's going to what is called a recess. So, for example, all evidence has to be presented to both attorneys so they can prepare their arguments for every bit of evidence on the table, right? And that includes witnesses. Witnesses have to be announced too. If you decide to bring new evidence on the day, then you are allowed to announce it on the day, and you are allowed to reveal it, although you might get in trouble for doing that. But the second it's revealed, usually what will happen is the arguing prosecution or defense, whoever you're up against, will then immediately call a recess. You'll be taken into a back room with the judge, and both of you will discuss the new evidence, and then it will be up to the judge's discretion whether or not that evidence can be used. The reason I'm basically pointing this out is because I'm surprised he hasn't revealed what's in his document. It feels a bit like disingenuous to not show that to Yuji. And to be honest, I imagine Yuji's gonna be fine. He's like the most innocent freaking dude ever. Schooner is inside there though. I don't know if that's gonna have an effect on this, but that is curious.
残念ながらその質問に説明責任はない。代わりと言ってもなんだが、これだけは教えておく。君の選択肢は3つ。黙秘、自白、否認。そして否認には虚偽陳述も含まれる。嘘でもいいってこと?裁判なのに。皆真実を述べるなら、裁判など必要ない。
True.
さあ、
I like that.
言い訳しろ。ジャッジマンの気は長くないぞ。俺は実際そのパチ屋に行ってるし、しっかり遊んで、なんなら勝った気もする。無罪を主張するには嘘をつくことは避けられない。そうなると考えなきゃなんないのは当然。あの証拠の中身。俺は必ずしも君の疑いを確定するもの。
I reckon there's nothing in there. I reckon there's no evidence.
もし証拠がパチ屋への入店を裏付けられないスカなら、黙秘か。
I reckon this is my prediction here. Yuji is going to be completely honest and transparent. Now, the problem with that is that's admitting to guilt and he's fucked. He should just lie. I don't reckon there's any evidence in that paper document. I reckon it's a red herring. I think it's a bluff. Otherwise, I reckon he would have revealed it if he's an honest man. True.
証拠が入店だけじゃなく、勇気も裏付けるものだった場合、ほぼ罪。反省。自白して罪が軽くなることにかける。そもそもこの裁判に重いカレーがあんのか。俺は、パチンコ店、マチベガスに入店した。
I'd lie, but I don't think Yuji will.
急な便意でやむを得ず、トイレを借りただけだ。そうか。さあ捨てる。情状酌量なんてものがこれにあんのかわからんけど、これが一番印象がいい気がする。では、俺の番だな。これは本件当日、マチベガス付近の古物商。あ、言ってしまえば監禁所の防犯カメラのキャプチャだ。
Okay, what does that mean?
人相、背格好。すべて虎杖裕二本人と見てそういないな。
Nah, it could be anybody.
入店を認めた今、このキャプチャを見る限り、トイレ云々は信じるに値しない。やはり虎杖は18歳未満でありながら、遊戯目的で入店したと見られる。
You guys want to know a little tip here? And you see this quite a lot. And the reason you see it quite a lot is because it's a good tip. If you're ever in this situation and you're thinking about lying, sometimes lying is the best way. And that's the truth. And there's a little bit messed up to say, but it's the truth in these kind of situations, okay? Because you don't know what evidence is against you, and if you don't want to go down, sometimes lying for something small, like Yuji tried, is probably the best outcome here. However, he went about it wrong. You don't specify. That's the problem here. So what you'll usually see is people admit to the evidence that's been put in front of them, but no more. And so all Yuji should have done in this situation is say, yes, I entered, but I don't remember why I entered. It was quite a while ago. I'm not sure. That's the best thing to do. Because then you haven't admitted to anything extra, only the evidence is put in front of you. And that's all you should ever do. If I say, oh look, here's evidence of you riding this ball. Why were you riding this ball? Just go, yes, I rode the ball. Don't remember why. Done. Then it's up to them to convince people why. That's it.
店は明示的に18歳未満の入店を拒否しているから建造物侵入罪だ刑法130条
Oh dear.
運営法では未成年自身は処罰されないからな鶴太郎そんなどう言い訳しても意味ねえじゃんか3だったのか何を言っている罰が禁じられている日本では店と監禁所は別の法人だ複数店でシェアしている場合もある。そして問われているのはあくまでマジベガスに対する入店のみだ。君はただ、そんな店知らないと容疑を否認すればよかったんだ。
Done. Done. See what I mean? Exactly that. I'm loving this episode. That is exactly what you should do. Exactly what I said. All you need to say. You admit to one thing without anything else. Or he's going one step further. Just don't even admit to anything. You know, just go, is that me? Is that a parlor? I don't remember. Like he said, even go one step further, you know? Just like question it. That could be a parlor. That might be me. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. Can you show me more evidence? Like something like that. Oh yeah, that was me. Well, I think you're fucked. What happens now?
Guilty. Confiscation.
What now? What the fuck was that? Ooh. Like a Maki style ability? What is this? Kind of like Nova. Surely he lacks the experience Yuji has though. That's the one thing I have going for me. We should have, he can't control cursed energy. What they said, like, confiscation. What did they confiscate? That is the one thing he's going for. We should have known Yuji wasn't going to win that court case. Bless his little heart, man. He's too honest. He did the bar. Wow. 法科大学院導入前の旧司法試験などあらゆる難関をストレートで通過火車にとってそれらは必要な知識を入力し必要なだけ出力する簡単な作業だった You want to know how I was able to pass my law degrees was my memory. That was it. Which is funny because I get taken the piss out of all the time for my memory these days. But if you learn good memory techniques, you can pass any exam. It simply comes down to memory. That's why I think exams are bullshit. Because it's just a memory game. It's not a knowledge game. It's a memory game. It's how much memory you can remember here and put down onto paper. It's nothing to do with how smart someone is. Now, I developed really good memory techniques where I was able to like memorize and visualize all of my papers and notes and documents and that sort of stuff. However, about a month after those exams, I'd failed them miserably. It's all about the memory, which is why I think exams are outdated. But hearing this, I love it. I didn't realize he went for the bar as well. This guy is the best. I love this guy. Also, he's fighting Yuji though. Come on, Yuji. "12 days he had grown to match grade 1 sorceress." The level, is this because of his brain, like they're talking about when it comes to how he was with Lord? This guy is a fucking monster. Also, the animation on this fight is cold as hell. Gorgeous. Look how smooth it is. Go on, Yuji. Listen to that OST switch up. Well, that's not what you want to see. It's like fighting Pennywise. Oh, that was fucking gold! The animators are on crack, man. Like, what the hell is this season? Every episode's getting better. And people are telling me the last episode was directed by who's potentially going to be taking over from the director who's like retired from Jujutsu Kaisen. And if that's the case, we're in safe hands because last episode was gorgeous. Fuck me, this looks awesome. This looks so good. Look at this. Go on, Yuji. Run, dude. You lost the ability to control cursed energy. The thing is, for any other sorcerer, this would probably mean death. But for Yuji, if he's in a room where no one can control cursed energy, he'll win. He'll win any day of the week, right? I mean, Gojo himself literally said that. This guy is probably learning that quite fast now. But he can control cursed energy. And he can fight on the level of a grade 1. And he's really fucking going for it. There you go. Ah, okay. Because he's Yuji! Considering how much I love Yuji, and I do, I love Yuji Itadori so much. He's like one of my favorite anime characters in any anime. I just love him. I love his heart, his goofiness, his sweetness, and I hate how much he's gone through. Whenever people are like complimenting his physical prowess and his abilities, and it always catches people off guard, I just can't help but sit here and smile, man. I love hearing it. That's our boy. This fight has been just as gorgeous as I hoped it would be. I was a bit worried when we were just having a court meeting. Go on, Yuji. Show this motherfucker what you got. If Yuji wins this fight, by the way, that's insane. It will be his experience that helps him win it. Oh! If this guy is as strong as a grade 1 sorcerer, and Yuji is holding his own against him, without cursed energy, can we just for 1 second just like be like, Yuji has grown so fucking much, it's insane! Can you imagine, like, Yuji would probably win this fight if he had his cursed energy. Ain't that fucking crazy? Come on, Yuji. Click. Something clicked. A retrial. You can appeal it.
ジャッジマンに有罪を言い渡され、ペナルティを課された対象は罪を認めない限り、2回まで裁判のやり直しを請求できる。ジャッジマンがこれを断ることはない。
This episode has been awesome. Very different, very unique, but very awesome. But there's two things that are standing out for me from this episode. First, the fucking animation on the fight was stunning. It's beautifully animated. Next is the voice acting, which I'm going to tie with the animation. But the soundtrack, the OST, I would say has arguably been the best in an episode we've seen this season of Jujutsu Kaisen. The soundtrack has been awesome.
渋谷にて大量殺人を犯した疑いが。
Oh dear. Well.
ああ、俺が殺した。これは嘘でも否定でもない。
What? Fucking hell, look at her face! Oh no, let's rewind a little bit here. I wanted to pause a couple of times. Bro, wait, god damn it, I'm trying to pause on bro's face. ああ、
俺が殺した。これは嘘でも否定でもない。
Damn, man! I bet this guy's well shocked. He's like, what? Because like he doesn't get to hear any of this, does he? Or whatever. But look at his fucking face! Yep. Wait. He admitted to guilt. Remember, as long as you don't admit to guilt, you're allowed 2 retrials. He admitted it, so he's fucked now. I'm confused. And also, that wasn't you, Yuji. It was Schooner. Still beats himself up over it.
違う。書面は見たよ。素晴らしい。そのまま判決として使えるくらいだ。君は確か検察官か弁護士を志望していたね。はい。どうかな。裁判官を目指してみないか。ジャッジマンから課される最も重い罰、コンフィスケーションを付加されたデスペナルティ。コンフィスケーションにより術式、虎杖の場合、呪力の使用が不可能な状態で、着車に処刑人の剣が与えられる。処刑人の剣に切られた者は例外なく必ず死に。
Even if you're cut by it. 1 cut and you die. So he's basically just giving himself a massive buff. I wonder if he's going to have any questions about what he just heard, or he's just going to get straight to it.
人の心に寄り添う。それは人の弱さを理解するということだ。被害者の弱さ、加害者の弱さ。毎日、ずっと食傷だった。他人に歩み寄るたび、そう思うようになってしまった。君もだ、虎杖。人は皆、弱く醜い。お前がどんなに高潔な魂を望もうとも、その先には何もない。目の前の闇はただの闇だ。
This is a real broken man.
また眩しい虚無が広がっている。すみません。自分は裁判官にはなりません。そうか。一応理由を聞こうか。
What's Itadori's plan here?
人は皆弱く醜い。出世に興味のない自分には向いていません。だが、あの時は、少なくともあの時までは、他の生物にはない、その汚れこそ、尊ぶべきだと思っていたんだ。
Rewind that bit. Sorry, I was getting caught up in the scene.
その汚れこそ、尊ぶべきだと思っていたんだ。 虎杖裕二、なぜ罪を認めた？ジャッジマンから提出された証拠の情報は開封前から術師本人には共有される。提出された証拠は君の中に救う悪魔スクナについて。お前は殺してない。なぜだ？なぜ？
Wait, he knew? He knew? I didn't want to pause to like talk about it because that scene was fucking incredible. And once again, the OST just shining in this episode. The strongest OST I would say we've seen in a Jujutsu Kaisen episode in season 3, man. It has been outstandingly well selected and timed. He knew. He knew the evidence wasn't against Yuji. He knew it was against Sukuna. So why didn't he just say that? Was he giving him an out then? Was that his plan here? Because if he knew it was against Sukuna, then all Yuji would have needed to do is say, that wasn't me, that was Sukuna, and then they would have been fine. That seems too easy. Too easy that I'm now suspicious that he was trying to give Yuji an out to begin with by presenting him with the mass murder charge. But the other thing that we need to point out is it looked like the sword vanished just before it made contact with Yuji as well. As in no mental element to a crime. In American and UK law, this is called an actus reus and a mens reus. And it basically means the mental element and the action need to overlap, which is why there's like fit crimes of passion and all sorts of different stuff. Blind rage, different things that remove it. And then being taken over or heavily influenced by someone else. Or the other thing that this is used quite a lot in is when someone puts a gun to someone's head and says, you will like rob a bank. And then they do it based on that. It basically means there's no mental element to commit the crime. You're forced to do it. Which is exactly what happened with Yuji. Dude, a lawyer. You know what? It's making me realize this is exactly the kind of guy Yuji needed to see. These two meeting doesn't feel like an accident. Ah, he did switch it off. He released the technique. We didn't want to kill you. You're innocent. Oh. Oh my word. I didn't expect it to go that direction. I love Itadori's professionalism. He's such a sweetheart. I was half expecting him to just yell guilty, like bring out his fucking technique again and just start going crazy. Have you ever killed anyone? Yes. Guilty again! Just go straight back into it. Oh. Is that where it ends? There's still so much. It felt awful, didn't it? Alright, there's a bit after the credits, it looks like. That episode was absolutely fantastic, by the way. Oh. Players shall be able to view the following information about players. Yeah. Rule number 10. Players are able to transfer a number of points of their choosing to other players. This is what they wanted to do, because this can basically make the games last forever. 1.
かしこまりました。日車ひろみから1ポイントが譲渡されました。これでお互い19日間は術式を剥奪されることはない。
Oh, yeah, because he needs to earn just 1 point. And that's also why he specified that this should be in correlation with the previous rule, Rule 8, which means that if you don't earn any points in a set amount of time, goodbye, basically. But now, if they're swapping over points and you've been granted points and that's in correlation with that rule, you can just keep swapping points back and forth. And now Yuji has been given a point, he can just keep swapping that back and back over and over again.
達者でな。日車、これからどうするつもりだ？
fucking awesome.
あんたさえ良ければ、俺たちを手伝ってくれないか？
Higuruma's tough, but so is Yuji.
東京に来る前俺が殺した裁判官と検事のものだ。結界が開けたら自首でもするかな。それまでは自分が何をすべきか考える。
Is he saying this to Yuji or
それ
himself?
に君といると、
Or he's saying it to Yuji.
ますます自分を嫌いになりそうだ。すまない。責めたわけじゃないんだ。またな。
What an amazing character. Written for just 2 episodes and just stole this season.
近々
An absolutely fantastic character. So now that he's almost retired from all of this, then we only have the old sorcerer who's currently having a little chat with Fushiguro, right? He's the only one left in this situation that we're going to be having a conversation with in any kind of regard. I wonder how that's going to go. Are we going to see Fushi and him fight? I will say you definitely have seen such a drastic jump in terms of skill in both Yuji and Fushiguro. I wonder if they were to be graded now where they would sit in the rankings. Especially when you consider that Yuji was able to go toe-to-toe with who could only be considered a grade 1 sorcerer, and was able to go toe-to-toe with him, and on top of that, without his cursed a bit more energy. None of it. All gone. So he couldn't use... But, I mean, when Yuji fights, it's rare he uses that anyway. He only uses it to deliver maximum damage or impact, which he didn't really need to do in this situation. I mean, his punch... Crazy to think that without any kind of cursed energy, he was able to deliver a punch that sent... Is it Higuruma? Is that how I say his name? Sent him halfway across the freaking room, smashed into the side, left a crater there. It really goes to show just Yuji's natural strength. It's scary. And I wonder if that has something to do with, you know, his mother. Perhaps. Anyway. Also, I wonder what his grandfather knew about all of that. Because his grandfather definitely knew more than he let on at the beginning, right? And I haven't even thought about that for a long time. But I wonder if there was any more there. Perhaps. So, they can now transfer points. By the way, I just want to say, Higuruma, if that's how, again, if I'm probably saying the name wrong, one of the strongest characters has ever been introduced to Jujutsu Kaisen. Here for 2 episodes, stole the whole show, but like, brilliant character development, and you immediately attach them. That is some incredible writing. There are a lot of people who still just like say that Jujutsu Kaisen is non-stop action. I see so many posts about it. I see people going like, there aren't any posts. There are so many. And I'm sure people in the comment section will say this. There's so many. And I really don't get it. At this point, I think it's just rage baiting. Because this has to be the best written season so far. At least for me. I think it's one of the best directed seasons of anime I've ever watched. I think it is utterly gorgeous. Not only is the animation brilliant, every fight has like weight and importance to it. And it's not just the fights themselves, but the reasoning behind them and the characters that are part of them. It's just been so good. When you think about how it opened with Itadori running through the freaking city after Shibuya and being chased by Yuta, that was just awesome as an opening, the first 2 episodes, and it hasn't stopped being peak since that moment. And yeah, these episodes were fantastic. So the rule has been added, they can share points, which means they're basically safe now. They don't have to worry about dying. This hasn't solved any problems, but a lot of questions have been raised, like why there's such an interesting power dynamic, why they're dropped in from the sky. What is actually the goal here? We all thought that the goal was, well, some kind of like mass awakening. But now, it seems to be more of a culling, like that the game title suggests. Quite literally a culling. I guess we'll see. Well, I'll have to wait a couple of hours until the next episode comes out. But for you guys, I'm literally going to be jumping straight into it because we're going to be doing a double here. So yeah, I guess I will do all the outro stuff, but I guess the only thing I'm left to say is let's watch episode 10 because I have no idea where we're going from here. But I can't believe how close we are to wrapping up this season. Anyway, let's jump into the next episode. I wonder how many times we're going to see the parks.
これは確信だ。強者だけが残った海遊に賢弱が爆弾を落とし、死滅海遊は役割を終える。
What could Kenjaku's plan be then? It's gotta be something to do with schooner. That's my only guess.
今この時かもしれない。だから備えとして強い仲間を募り。
But then again, if it was something to do with schooner, surely Yuji would be more involved in the plan. But then Kenjaku literally created Yuji. Maybe Yuji is involved in the plan.
点を貯めておく。いくつか聞きたい。こいつがそんなに強いとは思えない。その女は適当な理由でプレイヤーをここに招くおとり役さ。女の方が警戒されにくいしね。
Well, that's interesting.
用がなくなったら殺して天に帰ればいいしな。何言ってるんだ？そんなわけないだろう。
I don't know. He paused a little bit too long there. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I don't know.
お前らとその仲間の得点を合わせたら100点いくか。そりゃあね。近々ルールが追加される。プレイヤー間での点の移動を可能にするものだ。お前らの点、全部よこせ。交渉決議。
Negotiations are broken down, just like Star Wars. The guy that's on the building is like, hey! As he just gets thrown into oblivion. Oh, the Fushiguro fight's always so gorgeously animated. Yeah, that's not good. If this dude is an old reincarnated sorcerer old enough to know Kenjaku, he's not gonna be weak. But Yuji surprised me with how good he was in the previous fight. I reckon Fushiguro is gonna surprise us again. These guys seem to have massively grown. The heck is this? Look at that look at the quality of this explosion. That was gorgeous. We got some fucking Demon Slayer level explosion quality. He took his eye out. This guy can use body parts as bombs. You really shouldn't be getting involved. Gasoline? Is that gasoline? Jesus. I can't tell if wait, Fushiguro defended her? Curious. I can't tell if this guy is not that strong and I'm overestimating his abilities, or he's just calculating. Because he doesn't seem to be involved as much as the other people, and he uses a lot of people. He's not fighting directly himself. Which could either be because he's weak, or because he's smart. Jesus, Fushiguro, man. Please tell me she didn't just attack him. Oh, for the lot. Oh, my word.
言ってよ。レディ様は言ってくれたもん。私を守るって。私を好きって。言ってよ。
Say what?
たまに言うよ。お前みたいに行動じゃなく、口先が全てのクズ人間。さっきはどうも。
Sometimes you run into people who are all talk and no action. So my guess is here. She knows she's been screwed over. She knows Reggie isn't going to protect her. She's understanding that now. But it's not like she can just flip sides all of a sudden. She needs protection. And she knows Fushiguro is strong. He's still alive after all. So she's thinking, if Fushiguro can then say, I will protect you, then it doesn't matter for her if she betrays Reggie. Oh, damn, he's there. He's on 28 points. Ah, he did it. Well, oh, look at the animation. The fights look so seamless. They look like motion capture. I love how he fights. Gets smothered by Donga, bro. I mean, we all saw that Fushiguro went Donga first to the face, right? That was a Donga slapping him right in his cheeks and nose, okay? That is how he's going out. It's a crazy way to go. That's what, I don't care if he's rotated. That's what happens. How's he gonna get the points off these people though? What's his plan? Jesus. What the fuck? Fushiguro killed him. My guess was he was going to use the guy to get his points, you know? Kind of, I don't know. I'll let you live if you transfer your points to me. If you don't, you die. Something along those lines. Fushiguro just chopped this dude in half. Holy shit. I don't like this. Is blood dripping off his damn thing? Did he just break his tooth and spit it at him? Is that look, you can see him moving his mouth around like that. The worst outcome would be them running off and making me waste it. Huh? What the hell is this? Cowards? I like to think you were saying that's right to me. Is this dude half naked? When you say people are half naked, usually that means their donga is covered. This guy could have half his donga just in the wind right now. Interesting outfit choice. Who the fuck is this guy? What the heck kind of entrance is this shit? And you are absolutely injured, bro. Your nose is bleeding, your ears, your eye, and your head. Is Fushiguro debating just walking off now? He looks like he is. He might actually just walk off and leave this guy. The scene is going on bizarrely long. That's a lot of blood. Did we really need to linger as long as we did? Yeah. He has no point. What did I say his name was? Fushiguro Takaba. No points. Alright, cool. How the hell isn't he dead? Right, it's because he takes no damage, clearly. You know what? I trust him. Bro is a good judge of character. Damn, alright, fair enough. If he looked at Fushiguro... I guess. What was that? Yeah. Is this donger out? Did I just see his donger twitch? Look at his crotch. Bro, there was definitely some movement down there, man. There was some fucking movement down there. He's about to drop his donger out and start swinging it. I'll tell you what, he's gonna use the helicopter. God, look at this. Christ. What is going on? What is going on? I don't understand. Am I watching the same anime? This was like a skip from Mob Psycho 100. What is going on? What happened? We were having a crazy epic fight blowing up a building. Now Captain Underpants is here. What is this? He has the same vibes. Yeah, facts, he does. My brother, Yuji Itadori. You know what? He is kind of funny. He's kind of funny. Who's pro-violence? Maybe I do like this guy. Young boy. Oh, he's quick. Look at this guy. He's nodding along. I love him. You're too close. You're too close. I love Fushiguro. Fushiguro and him They're about to have the best dynamic. This guy is the anti-Fushi. These two are the perfect pairing. He's gonna drive Fushi crazy, and I can't wait for it. You're too close. Pushes him back. Oh my god. Takaba.
あの爆弾野郎を殺すなら、できればでいい。その前に持ち点を奪ってほしい。OK、少年。君のお願い。
I accept your request. I actually love this guy. Bro's got half his ass out. That's my kind of dude. Look at him.
人から一生笑顔を奪う真似はする。勝ってくれれば何でもいい。
What the hell is this illustration? Man, don't turn around, Fushi. Do not turn around, bro. He is the best character ever. Can he regenerate his... Can he regenerate his, like, body parts? Because he already blew up an eye earlier, and now he's blowing up another one. This guy is the best guy ever. No way! No way! I love him so much.
Takaba が敵じゃなくてよかったよ。一度は言われてみたいセリフ。
I'm glad you're not my enemy. Where the hell did this guy even come from? Where'd he come from? Bro showed up out of nowhere and has stolen the fucking show. Where did he come from? He was sent from the heavens above. This dude just appeared out of nowhere and is just now involved and is already the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, I love him. Takaba is the best.
あそこまでコケにされちゃ、ハゼの木も本気出す。てめえの心配しろよ。言ったよな。
Yeah, he's dead now,
俺は
huh?
もうこのコロニーでの目的は達した。本気で戦える。出し惜しみはなしだ。
He's not gonna go down easy. Fushiguro surely knows that. God, look at the animation of this run. Look at the collapsing of the freaking scaffolding here. This anime is just fucking gorgeous. Pylons going down. Pokemon Birdie taking Fushiguro to the fight. Slicing and dicing. I don't know whether or not the elephant is called Max or it's just called Max Elephant because it's a maxed out elephant. I like to think both. Did he just get a surfboard? Oh, I'm kind of liking this guy as well, man. So he uses the paper. So all the paper attached to him, he can use and turn it into objects, it seems. He used it one to turn it to surfboards, the other to turn it to teddies to soften his landing. They're a seat. Climbing handles. I don't know what you call them. It just leaves him behind as well. One of my favorite Fushiguro abilities. The bunnies. This guy seems kind of hard to catch. Well, this is clearly the final boss fight room. Look at it. It looks like a scene from Resident Evil. This is where we fight. This is where we fight. We found the boss room. Is he trying to dampen the paper? Oh, the receipts. So the receipts are specifically... Okay, so you can manifest the receipts, but yeah, not fully. Okay. Not just that. That's interesting. What's this? Nice, sounds good. Wow. Oh. Oh. That's kind of cool. Does it work like... Because... would it work with food and drink then? Can he do the same thing? Can he manifest the food and drink? Or can he make it that he's consumed it through the receipts too? If he can consume things like that, would like food and drink work? So he can fill himself up with just the receipts alone? What other ways could he use that ability? Let me know the most interesting way you could use that ability in the comments. He was already struggling a little bit. Fushiguro is going to struggle using his curse technique now. Did this dude seriously just get a tiny little moped out, sit down on it with his, butt hanging in the damn wind and just ride off for a church? With a helmet as well? I love him. I fucking love this guy. This dude's a damn weirdo. This is great. Don't really know what Fushigiro's plan here is. Perfect size for what? Apparently so. We kind of need Takaba back, if I'm being honest. This is super interesting. I love this guy's ability. Like, he is covered in receipts, and he can manifest those receipts. The only thing that doesn't really make sense to me is, how was he able to manifest these receipts? Like, he sent 2 trucks in, but there's no way he would have been able to, like, buy a truck. Like, he doesn't have a receipt for a truck, so how the hell has he done that? I love watching Fushiguro fight, because he has, like, the same kind of mobility that Yuji has, but then he's got such brilliant curse techniques. This ain't looking good. He's the head of the famous Zane clan now. He can't lose this easily. Does he have to collect receipts, or are these like unique ones somehow? Can he use any receipt? If I gave him one, would it work? Oof. This is a brilliant freaking fight.
式神みたいなもんだから簡単な命令なら与えられるんだよね。校長だって普通飛ばないでしょ。君の性格的に無駄だと思うけど、一応聞くね。持ち点くれたら楽に殺してあげるけど。
He has 1 point.
難しいよな。
He's gonna have to try and use his...
現実空間にスケールの異なる疑似空間を重ねる感覚がつかめない。
I was about to say, he's literally going to have to try his domain expansion. There's no other way out of this. That's the only thing I can possibly think of. All Fushiguro is totally fucked.
だからまさかこの体育館のスペースをそのまま俺の領域として転用する。
Oh!
使えるのか。
Go on, Fushiguro! No way, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's fucking doing it.
領域展開看護を上げてそのステージで術師だったとはね。俺は別に大技がないとは言ってねえよ。
There's the after credits, right, guys? Oh, look here, big after credits scene. It's a huge. Let's watch it. Right, look, I'll put it on right now. Oh wow, it really right there, guys. Guys, you still there, guys? That's a really good place to end. I love it. I love that. It's so cool. I can't wait to wait a week now. It's so awesome. My scream of no was a happy scream of no. Did you guys see that? When I went no, that was because I was so happy. Like I don't know if you guys know this, but in England that's our like happy expression. Like how most people go like yatta or yippee. We go no. That's how we show that we're really happy. And I'm so happy right now. Oh my god, you're telling me that we've been introduced to, was it Takada? Whoever this guy is, and he's amazing, and I love him, and he's actually badass. I don't really understand how he has 0 points. I don't even know where he came from. I don't know how he turned up. I don't know how he's not dead. If he's this strong, why doesn't he have more points? Does he not kill people? But he seemed quite open to kill that guy. I don't understand. Either way, love him. He's awesome. As far as I'm concerned, he's the main character. This is called Jujutsu Kaisen Takada from now on, and we're going from there. That was awesome. Probably one of the coolest character entrances we've had in Season 3. Fucking love it. The thing is with Season 3, there's still so much going on. We've barely seen any other characters. We haven't seen Yuta in ages. We don't really know what's going on with our freaking Tengen boy and everybody there. We haven't seen any other people. We don't know what's going on with Kenjaku. There's so many sorcerers and stuff that are doing stuff. We haven't seen Maki in a while. We don't know what's going on with any of them. No clue. There's so much going on. There's barely any episodes left. There's so much, and they're ending like this. We're gonna need like a couple 5-hour episodes to make up for all this shit, man. Like, you can't be doing this to us. And then after that episode with that intro and that amazing fights, and oh god, they were amazing, we just end on Fushi using his domain expansion. So he lured him there into the gymnasium to give himself his own barrier. Imagine it this way: using domain expansion in a field, you might struggle to get the boundaries correct, right? So you might say domain expansion and you can't get the boundaries correct, and you might not be able to do it because it's harder to make those walls and boundaries out of thin air. Fushiguro used the gymnasium to give him like a base. So that way, when he did domain expansion, he would have walls to bounce it off and an idea of how he could sort of trim that down. It's kind of genius. It's kind of genius. That guy shit his pants when Fushi used domain expansion, by the way. He had no idea he had that kind of ability. To be honest, I didn't know he had that kind of ability. He said he's never been able to properly perfect it. That's true. I didn't know he'd be able to do it like that. Has he perfected it? Is it going to work properly? And if he has perfected it, does that mean he's just about to cakewalk this guy? This Kenjaku loving, keeps the receipts weird chicken boy? Okay. And then what's going to happen with Takada? Is he just going to hang out with him now? With his ass half hanging out? I hope so. Considering I haven't got Todo anymore, I kind of would like a Todo replacement, at least for now. And this guy seems like he could be that person. Man, I'm so annoyed! I'm so annoyed! Ah! I hate watching this series. It's got the worst cliffhangers out of any series I'm watching at the moment. Anyway, like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go scream into my pillow. Great episodes we've had today, man. I hope you've enjoyed them. Thank you for watching. Go check out the Patreon. I'm going to be live tonight on Twitch. That's it from me. God damn, the season of Jujutsu Kaisen kicks ass. Anyway, as always, you will see me in the next freaking video.